So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a review on one of my guilty pleasures favorite shows, The Challenge. Now I've been watching The Challenge for a very long time. I can't go back on it. But let me say, I've been watching The Challenge for the time. I keep up with all the Twitter beef, the tea, the spoilers. I am a fan. So this review for the latest episode is coming from a fan, okay, guys? And might I say, everything that comes out of my mouth is my opinion. Your opinion may be different on each person and how you feel, and that's okay. This is opinion. This is what a review is. This is just my review and how I feel about the episode. So let's get into this episode that came out actually Tuesday night. So we start off with the episode with Brad and Brittany conversation. He was calling because Paulie said Chuck and Brittany hooked up in the Redemption House, which we all know was not true, or maybe the editing showed that it wasn't true. Who's to know? Except the people who was actually there. But he actually, what I don't get is, he calls her up and she's like, no, we didn't hook up. I'm like, yeah, what most girls walk around in their panties and bras in the morning, like that's just how comfortable it is, and he's obviously okay with it. But what I don't get is why she wasn't like, well, actually, Paulie asked me and told me and Chuck that he was gonna say that before he even y'all went to the whatever, the elimination. So I don't know why she didn't like let him know that this is what happened, this is what he said that he was gonna do, so he can mess up your game, even though it wasn't true. Because even though he's gonna go back and see it, it's still at least she let him know right then and there. Like, you can choose not to believe me, but just to let you know, this is exactly what he said. And when you see it, you're gonna feel really bad about yourself the way you're coming at me for this. At least that's what I would have said. Like, Paulie told me he said he was gonna say something, so I ain't had nothing with nobody. Mind you, I did not know this many people did not like Brittany. Like, can someone in the comments explain to me what people don't like about Brittany? Because I love her. I love her spirit. I think she's a gorgeous girl. I think she's actually a good challenger. Like, I don't think she's had time to really prove herself, but I think people don't give her credit that she's actually is underrated. And I think if she harnessed more into actually separated from Brad and be her own person and actually do well in this game, she could go pretty far. So then we go more into the drama with Kyle, Faith, and Cara. Mind you, let me say this. I'm so over this drama. Like, we're like 6-7 episodes in, and this is what we mainly saw. This is like art. This is like real world. This ain't even the challenge anymore. It's like mostly real world. Like, we used to watch these shows especially for the challenge. This is what we like, the challenge. But mostly we just getting commentary and like, let me tell you, Maria is my favorite person on the challenge. Like, was my favorite because she came into this underdog. Ever since Fresh Me 2, I loved it. I loved it, her color. Obviously, I'm a color girl myself, so I love how she did her hair. And it was always like, she had so many people who didn't like her, and she would always get thrown in, and then she would always come back. In the elimination, it was like, no matter what they did to this girl, she was like, she came back strong, and you saw that she didn't have an alliance, and she didn't need alliance to come back. And I think that's why so many people fell in love with her, and she had the most fans. But it's like, now I still love her. And this whole thing with Paulie, let me say, I stand Cara, and I'm always gonna be a fan of hers. But I did write her, and I was like, okay, like, so many people just like down her throat. Like, why are we always down the women's throat? Like, people need to realize, yes, what Cara did was wrong. What she said, oh, you should, cheat on your girlfriend with me if you want help in this game. Whether she thought it was a joke or whatever, she knows it was wrong, and she owned up to that, and she even said it was wrong herself. But we have to realize she did not put no gun to Paulie's head. She didn't hold a knife. Say, if you don't hook up with me or be with me by the end of this show, I'm gonna kill you, or nothing. Nothing was like that. So he had that choice. He had his own mentality where he's been repeated offender, where he wanted to out anyway. He was already out. They call her homewrecker. Honey, he was the one who opened the door for her. He opened that door for her to come up on in. And she's not, she was single. So at the time, he was like, yeah, she was wrong, but she owned up to that. And I've seen so many posts and scrolls where I've seen her get bashed way more than everybody else. Like, Nobody's saying nothing about Angela and Bananas. Like, I barely see anything about that. And Tori and what Tori did to Jordan, like, yes, a few things, but no one's but with Corey, nobody and I seen people go hard on Tony too, but no one has gone on hard as how they went on Maria. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, but from what I've seen and what I've been reading, because I've done the research, they don't go as hard on anybody as they've done with on Cara. And I think it's like, we look at women, it's like, when women cheat, oh, it's extra bad. When men cheat, they're just dogs, but we're going to forget about it in the next episode or in the next season. Like, no. Like, y'all better go to Paulie up in his comments and let him know they was wrong. But I'm getting sidetracked because that's not what the thing is that I don't dislike Faith. I mean, I don't like her in this season of the challenge, but I liked her in what was the X on the Beach. I loved her in X on the Beach, but I feel like everybody is like, Faith is mad at Cara, Cara is mad at Faith. Whether they say they ain't or not, they are, and you can totally see it. Most of the blame is on Kyle, because I think Kyle should have let Faith know before they even started anything. Look, I had a thing with Cara, and me and you getting together may or may not cause drama in the house. So I still got feelings for her, but maybe us getting together can help me work it out. Whatever, boom, 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 and we can figure that out as this go on. If that's something you can handle, cool. If that's not, then let me know. If you lay that on, if men don't realize that they tell us the truth, more than likely, we'll give you the answer that let us be the one to decide how we want to handle situations or what we want to do with it. More than likely, we would be down with that. But y'all don't give us a chop. Y'all rather lie about it. And people, in the way they edited stuff and the way people are looking at it, it's like horror is just pining over a guy who don't want her. And he clearly shows us like, no. We all have been there before where we like someone so much or we're in love with someone and they tell us another thing, but they tell another person another thing to make it look like we're the crazy ones or we're the stalkers. We've all been hurt by someone. Like, she really loved them, and they both even said, it's like they live so far away from each other, and it was like a lot of money. Long distance relationships is hard. Like, I've been in my shares of long distance relationships, and this is hard. Like, you have the money you have to spend, the time, the extra time you have to spend to talking. Your phone is your best friend, because that's pretty much the communication between y'all. So they didn't want to do that, but it's like we looking at it as Cara is just crying over someone who don't want her, but clearly he does, and he clearly says it throughout the season. Even in the first episode, he's like he was trying to make Cara jealous. He says that, and still people are still on Cara like she is delusional. But this man has said plenty of times to try again that he was hooking up with her to make Cara jealous. So finally, let's get to the next thing. Finally, we actually started to see challenges. That's what we all love, and this is what we all wanted to watch the thing for, is the challenges. Of course, I don't get why we saw last season when Kim was giving Cara grenade after grenade after grenade. It backfired on her, or it just didn't work for her. It didn't. But yet, we see that they, again, Kyle and Brad give Cara a grenade, and what happens at the end of it, they actually did better than them. They felt like way before them. So how y'all giving her grenade? Y'all seen this from last season, knowing she won, and that grenades ain't doing nothing for her, but she just like, it's like feeling her energy and it's giving her superpowers. That's what the grenades do, is give her superpowers. So yada yada yada. Zach and Amanda won. Yay, Zach. Amanda, I love Amanda. I love her sass. I love how she came in there not giving a about no one. But I'm saying her attitude now is because she got fins on the challenge. She's looking like more of a mean girl. There, I said it. I think Amanda's gorgeous, freckles and all. But personality. I don't like personality. And someone tell me why, side topic, Laurel blocked me on Twitter. Because, trust me, Laurel is a fan. I don't know what's been going on with her and Cara. Maybe she wanted Cara and, Cara was like, no, you're not my type. Or because Nicole wanted Cara more than she wanted Laurel, and then she settled for Laurel. I don't, whatever the hell it is. But girl, you ain't been on a challenge for the past couple of seasons, and yet all you do is tweet about Cara. Like, where it's like, all you hear her say is about Cara. You don't talk about nobody else but Cara. Like, girl, get over it. If you don't like the person, don't talk to them. Don't block them or whatever. Just like act they don't exist. But yeah, you talking about her so much like she hurt you, boo. What did she do? Did she steal your Cheetos out of your fridge or something? Like, I don't know, girl. Like, calm it down. Get sidetracked. So we see Shane being messy Shane as always. And Mama Day, I love me some Mama Day. She is, girl, didn't come care about nobody else. Like, you voting for that person, okay, cool. I don't mean I'm gonna vote for you. Yeah, don't come talking to me on the slick side, hella quiet, and then knowing that you gonna go back telling somebody some totally different story. No, boo-boo. We not doing that. I don't vote for you. We also see that Tori told her that, okay, vote for Faith and Angela, because that's actually smart. Vote for Faith because you cut they women off, honey. That's all they gotta do is focus on the challenge. And you because Johnny's really starting to like Angela, and Angela is cheating on her man at home. Boo hoo, but no one's mentioning that. No one's on her about that. No, are we? So Cara didn't end up voting for Faith. And which is the craziest thing is to me, everyone's talking about, oh, let's do a burn vote. And we more than likely, they're all choosing the same person that they think no one else is going to vote for. Like, everyone's so scared, okay, let's vote for someone that we know no one's going to choose. So when it lights up, they don't think we voted for this person. And it's like, dude, no. That should have been like, okay, well, everybody's probably going to go do a burn vote now, knowing that, because that was my mindset. I'm like, okay, since they show you who you vote for, let's vote for somebody who we never think no one's gonna vote for. So I think we're gonna find out that everyone chose the same person, and I'm thinking it's Tori and Derek. And Tori's mad at Cara because calling her she's not a friend, saying whoop de whoop whoop, she was gonna vote for her. As we saw, Cara did say she wanted to vote for her, but Marie wouldn't let her. And we know that you have to work as a team to choose the same person. So who's next in line? Kyle and Brad, since they did try to give them a grenade. Kyle overhears this and comes at her all bucking like, oh, Brad's got a child at home. He has no job. Bad accent. It's like, first off, dude, no one in this challenge signed up saying, oh, if someone with a kid comes on, I'm not going to vote for them. Honey, all that kid shit, you got someone in the hospital, you got student loans, that's all out the window. I came to win this money for me, not for you and your kids. No one told you to quit whatever job you done had, and no one told you to keep coming on these challenges knowing you ain't had no job to try to win money that you know is not a guarantee. Everyone knows that this money, you're not winning guaranteeing anything can happen. You can go home at any time. So you coming and quitting your job because of what? Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care, but it's like, it's not my obligation. And then Brad's getting mad, talking about, oh, she's a crybaby and this and that. He's hopping in the bed. Like, honey, Kyle is doing the same thing to her. So let's not act like it's one-sided and Cara, you just speaking because you mad because she voted for you. She owes no obligation to nobody except herself. She came on this challenge to win money for herself. And I might say, I don't like Marie at all. I hate how she just like, oh, Cara's entitled. But I never get to hear why does she think she's entitled? Because I don't see it at all. But this episode, I was like her. She was telling her not to sit on Kyle's lap, which was smart. Like, yes, girlfriend, you tell her to get her drunk ass up off Kyle because you knew that they was drinking. Get up off of her and y'all go lay down. 2, her commentary is funny. Might I say, she's funny. She's the life of the party. No one's doubting her that. She's probably a great friend and person to be around. It's just in the challenges, I would not want her as a partner. I do not think she would get me far. I'd be like, no, that's the last person. Wait, no, Veronica's the last person I would want to work with. But anyways, might I say, side note, I love the idea of them having cameras in the Redemption House to see what actually everyone is doing, so you can get a little glimpse of the inside of the game. Do we all agree with what CT said? Angela looks very desperate. I agree. Faith and Angela came playing, knowing what to do. You hook up with the man who is doing the best in the challenge, and you ride that ponytail. Most girls would do that, yeah. Would I do it? Yeah. But I would also, they also is not bad at all. I mean, we can't sit here and say like, oh, they're just using Banana and Kyle, and they're not good at the game, which they actually is at the same time, but it is helping them stay under the radar and get a little bit more, far in the game. Will that last forever? We will see. So to end the episode, we see Shane mad because he knew that they and Jose voted for him and Nelson. Might I say, even though Jose is gay, he is incredibly fine. Like, muy caliente. But then Shane also goes to call her a bitch. It's like, me personally, never let a man call me a bitch at all. Like, that's the one word I do not play about. Like, I'm not allowing no man to disrespect me that way. I just can't accept that bitch word takes me to a whole nother level. It's like, why do y'all let women call that bitch, but men call, like, because that's like playful. It's like when men doing it, it's just very, it feels very disrespectful to me. I don't like women calling me bitches, but men, I just don't feel like a man should be calling bitches, because we know what they mean when they say the word bitch. So, and then he goes to call her a bitch again, knowing that it's gonna get her angry, because I'm thinking he wants her to hit him so she can go home. But luckily, Jose is there to help her, to calm her down, so she don't hit this man and go home. Because we all Dave fans, Mama Day fans, we would all be so sad. And I don't know if everyone been seeing that she heard this little feud that they was having on Twitter actually last night, and she was actually saying that she's not coming back to any more of the challenges. She just wanted to do this to get her bucket list. I'm actually very sad, because I do like her, and I think that she would be a good TV, and I think she's a good challenger. And it's actually sad that we have people who actually suck on the challenge, and then we have people coming in who's doing good, and they don't want to come back. So it's like, oh, I'm sad. But yeah, so it leaves off with him calling a bitch, and then we see Tony and Johnny in the hallway sipping their tea. So messy. They're so messy, just looking at them, like watching the drama unfold, because their drama got squashed. Now, we do get to see the glimpse of the next week that Ashley and Hunter is coming next week. Yay, Hunter. Boo, Ashley. And I will explain that more in next week's review, why I don't like Ashley anymore. Like, some of these girls I did like. But yeah, so this is my review, and this is how I feel about the challenge. And I've been watching for a very long time, so I'm like really interested in it. And then as I'm watching the episode, I go into the little Twitter and see how everyone else is, tweeting about each other, and how they get to see what actually happens, and then they talk about it. And like, Ashley Brad is getting backfired. It's like, they're mad because she tried to vote him in, but yet you gave her a grenade, and everyone's trying to explain to him, like, you can't get mad. Like, no one's came on this challenge to make sure that you were good and you went to a final, because you gotta take care of kids. Go out and get a job, sir. Just get a job. You like 40 and you mad because you ain't got a job, and you wanted her to not vote you in, knowing damn well nobody else was voting you in anyway, so why you care? It's just, the way they treat the men on these shows the way they treat the women on these shows is just really annoying. That women don't get the same respect, or, look as men. And that is my review. If you like that review, or you have any questions, and I want to know who you guys' favorite challenger is, let me know in the comments. And if you have any other shows that you want me to watch, and I can let you know how I feel about those people, I can do that as well. So yeah, let me know how you feel about the challengers, how you feel about this Kyle and Faith and Marie drama. Do you think CT is right? Is Angela looking desperate? How do we feel about Shane calling Day a bitch? Let me know in the comments. And also like, comment, and subscribe, and share my videos, because I love making these videos for you guys. And have a blessed day. Bye.
Oh, so don't let me down.